You're too willing to accept no for an answer. Now, one thing that I know is for me, I want to have the tenacity of a 4-year-old. Do you agree they won't give up?
Why?
And yeah, why? But why? Because I said so. Oh, okay. Right? So they are going to get it no matter what. Whatever they want, they're going to get. They have a mission, they're going to get it, and they don't care that you're saying no. They just care that they're not getting what they want. Right? So we've got to understand that we are salespeople. That's what we are. We're a commissioned salesperson. We're the most hated people in the industry. By the way, who hates salespeople worse than anybody? Other salespeople. Like, you hate salespeople. That's kind of hypocritical. Can't believe all these damn people calling me. I got to call my leads. It's like a little bit of a problem there. But if you get good at providing value, there's no such thing as a slick script or a really good comeback that really gets to just provide good value for them so they're actually interested in working with you. You'll get them to bend an ear towards you. And if you'll do that, you'll be in a heck of a lot better position. So before we get started with this, I want to show you an example. Is Jan still in the room? Yeah, she's in the back. So I want to show you an example of, I've got hundreds and hundreds of examples like this, but I thought this was a really good one. So I created an email sequence for Jan that she sends out to expired homeowners, and it basically says, hey, we got investors that want to buy your house. And then 2 days later it says, hey, I was trying to reach you. We'd really like to sell your house. And then 2 days later it says, hey, I don't know if you're still looking to sell, but your house is on my radar and I'm really interested in this. And then finally, the last email says, hey, I haven't been able to reach you. I'm sure you're busy as hell. I've attached a purchase contract. Please just fill it in for however much you want and send it back to me. Thanks. That's pretty good, isn't it? Well, sometimes you get purchase contracts, come back, and let me tell you, guess how much the price is on it? Whatever it expired for. If it expired for $650,000, you get a contract back that says, I want $650,000 for my house. And then you've got to think about, okay, what do I say from there? Well, she had an email that came in. So I'll show you first the email that we sent to the client. Now, this is automated in Infusionsoft, so Jan's not typing this out or anything. It automatically drops in the house address and all that stuff. So here's what the email says. It says, I've attached a Florida purchase contract to purchase your house at 2890 Northwest 28th Terrace below. There's the contract. It says, we've handled lots of real estate acquisitions and your home is on my radar here, so we'd like to put something together for you. Please print the attached purchase contract, fill it out with the price you'd like to sell your home at, and email it back to me here at my Palm Beach office, making it local. Right? Be sure to include your phone number and I'll get with you to let you know if we can get it countersigned and sent back to you to open escrow and schedule a closing. Jan Flowers, Residential Investor Network, handling all South Florida acquisitions, and her information. You guys like that email? Well, look at all of you pirating it right now. You don't want to look at me and take a picture of me. You want a picture of that damn thing. So, she gets a reply from a homeowner. By the way, you remember yesterday I told you some of the meanest clients you'll get will actually become your biggest fans? But some of the meanest clients you ever get will also become your meanest clients. Depends on how mad they are. So she gets a reply from this one that says, she finally got a reply from her. That's a good sign. And here's what it says. This sounds very fishy, and I don't understand why you'd ask us to sign a blank contract of sale. I do believe I will check with the Better Business Bureau and possibly file a complaint against you. Sent from my iPhone. So you can read anything mean. Sent from my iPhone. So, Jan emailed me. And Jan says, apologies, but I really don't know how to respond to this one. Should I try calling? Because you're thinking like, oh my God, Better Business Bureau. I'm scared to death of them. By the way, that's ran by a private company. Has nothing to do with anything. It's the biggest scam in the world. They call themselves a bureau. So, based on that reply that she sent, should Jan call her? Should she email her back? Should she go knock on her door? Should she ignore this? Should she delete it and unsubscribe? What should she do, or what should she say, if anything? Have you all had something like this happen to you before, by the way? Text message tough guy is what I always call him. Okay. So what should you do? Call? Show up. Listen to Vita. I'm going to show up with my boys. That's what I'm going to do. Your house is for sale now, ain't it, Laura? Sent from my baseball bat. Craigslist with golden retriever puppies. That's a good option for Laura. What else? What should we say, or what should we do? Or should we ignore it? Should we be the bigger person and not let the drama get in our way and then have something from the Better Business Bureau? What should we do? Call her. What would you say if you call her?
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. Okay. Any other ideas? Yep. Never apologize for anything, ever, to anybody. I know Mom didn't teach you that. You lose all authority if you do that. Call the Better Business Bureau. See what they got to say. Yeah. So Jan said, I don't know what to say. What should I do? So I didn't even reply to Jan. I just replied saying exactly what she should copy and paste to that lady, because we are going to email her back. Laura, we've tried contacting you 4 times in an effort to buy your house that you had on the market. Nobody has asked you to sign a blank contract. I specifically asked you to fill it in with the terms that make sense to you and get it back to us so we can look at a possible acquisition. Instead of actually selling your home, as you've been trying to do for months and months, you fire back an email saying it's fishy and I've asked you to sign a blank contract and you're contacting the Better Business Bureau. Are you really trying that hard not to sell your place? If you no longer want to sell, it's a lot easier to respond to any of the mail or email that we've sent you and just say, no longer wish to sell. So she sent that to her. If you guys would like to show her new listing, by the way, that's the address. So I'm like, I'm going to wait for Jan to send back to me and see what happens. This is going to go really good or really bad, one or the other. Boy, that shut her up. Thank you so much. I spoke to her, and we'll be seeing her when her mold issue has been fixed. Meanwhile, I've been cutting and pasting some of your comments for the other nasties that I've gotten over the weekend and today. Have a wonderful day. Thanks, Jan. So you will literally turn bad clients into good clients because listen, the reason they expired is they're a dumbass. The reason a FSBO hasn't sold, they're a dumbass. They just don't know what it takes to get their home sold. Sometimes you have to get the seller out of their own way. So firming up a little bit, what most agents would do, I'm terribly sorry, I hope you didn't think that I meant to offend you, but they're going to run your ass over if you lay down as a doormat. You've seen that. That's what bullies do. And this lady was doing nothing more than bullying. Do you guys agree? It's not in your best interest. It's not in her best interest. It's going to cause more drama than you care to deal with. You're going to get a call in from your broker. It's going to be a mess. So position yourself the right way. Like, look, chick, I'm trying to help you out and you're in your damn way. That's basically what it says. Now, that doesn't mean to be a jerk, because I wasn't rude in any way, but I was definitely an authority figure. So they respond back. I just, I get so much spam every day. They'll immediately fall back on, well, everybody else is bothering me. I didn't know you were a real person. All of that stuff that customarily we would hear, they backtrack on that and they become your biggest fans. I forget the example we used yesterday. Oh, the one where the guy says, take me off your list, I'm never listing with you. Well, it's every door direct mail. So I would say, hey man, if I pay you an extra $10,000, can I keep mailing you? Like real money in your bank account, would that be okay? Now that's how you reply to them to make them realize they're being idiots. You guys see the difference there of what most people would say compared to the right way to say it? And for many of you in this room, if I've ever cussed you out before, it was and I've done it for a lot of you, it was trying to help you. And your bit, like, I don't care if you're a member or not. I only want you to be a member if you're going to make a whole bunch of money and be a great testimonial. But if you're standing in your way, or you got something that's bothering you, or you're just, this is in you, look, dude, you got to get it together or get out. I don't care either way, but I want to help somebody that's on the bus with me, and we're moving your business forward. And if you're going to sit in bed crying about, I spent $20 on Facebook ads and it didn't work, then you got a problem. It's not my system that's the problem, it's your mental mindset, your attitude that's the problem. So a lot of times I have to reset that for you, which makes those people our biggest fans and ultimately the most successful agents we have. We've got agents doing $400,000, $600,000, $800,000 a year, and the vast majority of them I cussed them out sometime down the road because it's what they needed at the time. Your parents were mean to you certain times. Your coach was mean to you certain times. Today's coach is mean to you certain times, but it's all for your betterment. That's what Laura got here from Jan/Greg, right? And we've had multiple, Jan has had, because she's doing so much business with this, she's had real estate agents call her. This is illegal. I'm turning you into the division of real estate, and this is an MLS violation. She's like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? I say, give me their number. I'd love to talk to this guy. And I call them and rip the hell out of them so they find out exactly where they stand. And not one time has there ever been a problem afterwards. They are the ones apologizing. And Jan, have I called them and cussed them out before? Like on her behalf. You know, I told him I was her husband. I'm just kidding. So, you know, there's definitely, and again, I'm not saying to be rude by any means, but you can't let somebody push you around that's pushing themselves from getting sold on their house. Right? That lady was stopping herself. You literally have a cash buyer trying to buy your house and you're acting like an idiot. That's what I never understood. Like a for sale by owner has so many real estate agents calling them. If a buyer calls them and says, hi, I was calling about that house at Main Street. That looks like a pretty nice home. Are you a buyer or a realtor? Why would you say that to a buyer? Like you're turning, why would you do that? You're confrontational to someone that wants to make this their family's new home. They're picturing their kids living in this house. And you're saying, are you a buyer or a realtor? I'm not listing with you. I'm telling you that in advance. Well, you're standing in the way of you making money. All this mental crap you got in the way is what's really making the problems for you. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found it incredibly helpful. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click the subscribe link so you can get notice of new videos as we get them loaded. Additionally, you'll want to check out the description of this video for some additional links that'll help you with growing your business.